Hello, now we are recording. This is Talk and Talk, a conversation platform where we come to communicate in English, Spanish, French, and Italian. This is a safe place where we come to communicate, just to talk. It's not a class, just a conversation, so nobody's going to teach you anything. However, or like you're gonna learn a lot from the experience, from the peers, and from everybody. We always learn from each other here. And I think that's it. Today there are five of us, so I'm not gonna split us in any rooms. Okay, it's just gonna be the five of us here together. I have just sent the questions in the chat, and as usual, you already know, we always start introducing ourselves. It's going to be nice because I think I just know Fe and João. So I'm gonna start asking the ones I still don't know or that I don't know yet. So Carlos, can you please introduce yourself? Who are you?
All right, my name is Carlos. I'm from Ponta Grossa, Paraná. I'm 32 years old. I'm married. I had two daughters. I have two daughters. I work as a software engineer to a company located in Curitiba, Paraná. So I work from home, and that's something really good to me. Um, I'm studying English for 9 months. I started this year since I quit my job as a military policy. I'm pretty happy with talk and the community. I'm start to see the results of being here because I start to receive some feedbacks in the interviews that I'm making in English. So that's it.
That's pretty good. That's good news. Thank you so much and welcome. It's good to know you have been enjoying the platform. How Annie and you? I know you're working. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. So, my name is Rony. I'm 35 years old. I have two kids. There is a twins, a couple. Uh, I'm a technician, automation technician. I work in industry. So I study English for more time. I don't know how time I study, but I all it's complicating continuous communication. So for this, I looking for ways, for example, talking, and another ways. So basically, that is.
Very good. Okay. Thank you so much. And I hope you enjoyed the talk today. Well, now that I already know the newies, Fe and you, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, I'm Fernanda. I live in São Paulo. I guess I'm in TNT since March. I participate for Spanish conversations too. Uh, um, I guess that's it. I live with my mom. I have two dogs. That's all.
Yes, and next week, I don't know if you guys know, but Fe is going to start teaching the Spanish classes here with us on Mondays and on Wednesdays. So you guys are more than invited to take her classes, okay?
I will enjoy this class because today I lost a job opportunity because I don't speak
Oh,
Spanish.
No way.
ah,
So I decided to study Spanish too because
Yes,
in Latin America, Spanish is more important than Portuguese.
that's true. It's really, really important. Thank you for sharing. And the invite is made. And what about you, João? Can you introduce yourself, please?
Hello, guys. I'm João. I'm 20 years old. I live in Campo Grande, and I'm majoring, and yeah, that's all. I'm here to learn and practice English, and yeah, acquire some knowledge.
Great. And I'm Bruna. I live in São Paulo with my family. I am a hostess here on Talk and Talk since November last year. I also work here as an English teacher and also as a community manager So I am around TNT doing a lot of stuff. Today I'm replacing Leo, but I have my own meetings on Wednesdays and on Fridays. So you guys are invited to join me on my immersions too. Okay, so now that we already know each other, we can get started. I will send the question one more time and let's talk about kindness. So the first question we have is, what have you done recently that was kind? Let's think of the nice stuff we did. João, can you start? What was something kind you did recently?
The first question?
Yes, boy, that's it.
Okay. Recently, I've helped some friend with some study material. So he was failing behind, and I have given him some advice and some material to study and to get past his exams.
Very good. That's pretty good. So I'm sure your friend is glad he has you, so pretty good. What about you, Carlos?
I don't remember what was the last one. I don't know. Usually I try to help people with their problems. I can talk more about my work. Um, Today I help a junior guy who was with a problem in his task, and I guide him to solve the problem. This is one part of my job that I really like, because in the past I was a teacher informática básica. I don't know how to pronounce this in English. Basic informatic. I don't know. So it was a good experience for me, and every time I had the opportunity to help someone with their problems or teach someone, usually I like to do this. So I think that was the most recent act of kind that I make.
Very good. That's pretty nice. And you said something about teaching. A lot of times we do like nice stuff when we are teaching, right? So I was thinking of the nicest or the last thing I did that was kind, but I don't remember. It's hard. I do a lot of things every day, but I think it's part of my job too, being being kind. So I don't know if it's, I don't know. I still don't. I'm not sure. How I
But
need to. Oh, go ahead. Go
even
ahead.
I think even it's part of our job being kind. We can always do things better, because I know some people at my work who help me or try to help other people, but they are very rude. So I always try to be kind and patient with other people.
Yeah, good point. Good point. If you're doing it just because you have to do, it's not that nice, right? Like you don't do it by heart, right? You're doing it just because you have. Really important point. How an you? What was the last thing you did that was nice?
Oh, Bruna, I would like to apologize for about the question
It's
because
okay.
I need to get
No,
out
it's
in
okay.
2 minutes. What is the question?
What have you done recently that was kind?
Okay. Oh God. Should recently, I think is to be a good father because in the moment my kids they are 2 years, so it's so youngest. So I need to teach her to learn is to be a good father. All the by day I need to to learn more. So I believe that is.
That's really important. I'm sure you're trying your best to be kind. So that's a really good one. Very good.
Yeah, I
And
need to
what
very patient.
I
you need
know the
patient and
feeling.
kind. Yeah. 2 years old
Our-
and they are small, right? So you really need to be kind and to be patient. Yeah.
yeah, really patient.
Very good. Phil, what about you?
Uh, I couldn't think about something special about it, but I thought about a few weeks ago, I helped a guy from my company. He's from the previous area I was working, and I helped him with the activities. It was not my obligation, but I helped. So I think it was kind from I don't know. It was kind, I guess, and help with Spanish too, my friends. So I guess that's it.
That's really kind. Yes. Very good, Faye. I want to keep with you, Faye. What do you think someone who is kind to do? Number 3. I will skip the second. What do you think someone nice, someone kind to do?
I guess the person is um, comprehensive. I don't know if the word is right.
Comprehensive.
Comprehensive. Also tries to understand what you're passing through. Always available to help. I think that's it.
You said something that is my weak point. Is someone always available? If you are not available, are you being unkind, or you're just prioritizing yourself?
Yeah, it's
That's
difficult for
that's
me
difficult.
too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's difficult because I am always available, but I'm trying to understand that we have our limits, right? So sometimes we're not available, right? But we are kind anyways. So it's well, I want to hear from the guys. João, what do you think about it? Do you think someone kind is always available, or it's okay not to be that available all the time? What does someone who is kind do?
It depends what kind of what do you mean as availability?
The person asks for help and you're always there, or they need you and you'll be there. You're always available, you know?
It it depends on the situation. I think like there are some cases you cannot help. You are available, but you are unable to help. But there are other situations that you can help, but you don't have the means, you don't have the time, you are very busy. But you need always to be kind, and you need also to be respectful and tell the person that you cannot at that time, but you're always available. And what I do is try to show options. Like if I'm not available to help you, I try to show some options, like other friends that are available, or source that the person can search for help, and etc. But I think kindness is not measured by availability of a person. It's way more widen.
Mhm. I agree with you. Yeah. But from my point of view, like before going to therapy, I would say if I am available all the time, I'm kind, you know. But now understanding better my limits. Carlos, how do you see it? What does someone who is kind do?
When someone is kind to me, you say?
Yeah, like what is a kind person? Like what does this person do?
Mm, I don't know. Usually, I like to be treated well, in a decent way. Um, in my last job, I face a lot of issues or a lot of problems with this people being rude with you, judging, or because they are on a higher level than you, they treat other people not so good. For me, it's very important to being treated in a decent way, like a human being. So usually I enjoy and I like when people usually treat me on this level. Uh, I think anyone feel happy being treated well. I think it's that.
Yes, very good. No, nobody wants to be treated with rudeness, right? So very good. I think it's the basics actually, right? I feel that being kind is the basic we can do, but it's complicated. How do you see it, Haoni? What does someone who is kind do? What are the characteristics of a kind person?
It's a good question because kind is a relative. So is a adjective like a normal person, but I believe is educated, uh, sweetie. How it's so simple, but it's complicated explain about that. But I can't explain about about it, but it's that's it's a point. Is a person educated, sweet, so patience, so like I don't know, it's that.
I got you. I got you. Yeah, like someone polite, someone educated, right?
Yeah,
Someone nice. Yeah, I
yeah,
I feel you. It's hard because it's like we usually feel, right? Oh, this
yeah.
person's nice, so
It's
it's
not
hard to
rude.
put into words, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's a good good question.
Thank you. Let's see the next one. I am skipping questions. Okay, I'm going to change the order a little bit. Well, Carlos was saying, oh, it's important to be kind. It's the basics, you know. So, Carlos, I want to know for your question number 7. Do you see a positive or negative future for humanity, and why? Difficult questions today.
That was a good question. Unfortunately, I don't see a very positive future for the humanity when you start to look to the society, or I don't know if it's something global, but in Brazil, people are became more, how can I say, more, oh man, I forgot the word even in Portuguese. In opposite sides, polarized, So if you don't like, I don't know, something, people start to arguing and discussing and get anger because you had a different point of view or opinion. So I remember the last 10 or 15 years ago, I think was the things was more easier and people, I don't know if I don't know this is because I was more younger, but um, when I look to the society, I think they are going to a bad path. I don't see a positive future for the humanity.
It's a really difficult point, right? I think it's really hard. I I I'm not gonna share my answer yet. I will listen to you. I want to know what you have to say, but I totally understand what you're saying. It's complicated. Um, a lot of disrespect and a lot of polarization too, in terms of everything. So it's really hard. João, how do you see this? Are you just like Carlos, or can you see something positive?
No, I'm neutral. I will not say that I see a negative future, but I also don't see a positive future. I think it will continue to be the same as it has always been in the past. Like,
Good point. Yeah, I think there have always been bad and good people, right? Yeah. Let's see from you what do you think? Neutral, negative, positive? What sides are you? The microphone is off, Howie.
I try believe it positive. I try to believe it positive because I guess there is more people good, but maybe how how can I say it oh, I forgot
We
the
can help you.
expression. More and more days, we have a more information. So, but the people don't manage about that. So, like like explain or it it for me ways in the internet. So se esconde, I esqueci como se fala.
Hide.
The hide, yeah.
Hide.
Hide behind the screen, so smartphone. So, but I believe in positive humanity. Uh, it's a complex question because it's a deep, it's a deep plan. So, but I all the time I believe in positive in future for humanity.
Yes, thank you. I will go with you. I think, of course, I won't be so romantic in a way. We won't see there are like negative parts and a lot of problems. But at some point, if I don't believe in, if I don't have hope in the future, I don't know like what I'm doing, I will leave complaining. So I try to be hopeful, I try to see this positive side, but it's hard. And I totally agree with you. It's a deep question and it's deeper than just this, but yeah, that's my answer. And you, Faye, how do you see it? What side are you?
Well, I try also to think positive, have a positive view, but I think it will be worse than now because people are so violent. We always see things in the TV that someone kill other one, and then a lot of stuffs like that. I can't see something like, oh, it will be better than now. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm I I confess that I'm scared, a little bit scared, because it seems like people are a little bit crazy. That's it.
Yes, I agree with you. Yes, killing each other with no reason, right? Just using violence. I don't know. It's really, really hard. But I'm moving to the next question, guys. Thinking of being impatient and not tolerating stuff, just like Phil was saying, a lot of people are getting violent. What is something that you have a low tolerance or a low level of tolerance for? Haoni, I want to start with you. Something you don't tolerate that pisses you off.
Okay. What do you have a very low level of tolerance for? You let me question about my life. But, what do you have a very low level? When I first told about the question before, I question me. So this violence is to up today in the current days, or the we have more information for internet journal all the time. That's happening always, or we have more information. Do you know what about? So
I don't know if I got you. I'm sorry.
so about the question, what do you have a very low level? Uh,
Like something you don't tolerate.
uh, I can't explain about no exactly explain English, but I I the people is complicated. The people uh, uh, maybe the I don't know. Sorry, I can't
It's
explain.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. No problem at all. But I totally agree with you. People are complicated, definitely.
Yeah, I try to understand but I saw it think I don't believe why a question
Yeah.
as the people to, to do the children or the brother and the father, why is a is a big question.
Totally agree with you. Very good. Thank you so much. Carlos, how about you? What something you don't tolerate to have a low level of tolerance for?
Um, for sure, I had zero tolerance for racist people. I faced this sometimes when I was working at the police department, military police. Yeah, I listen a lot of bad things, people arguing each other, and even people um, treating me on this way, and that was really really bad. Listen bad words, and I don't want to repeat them here. That was that was pretty hard to me to control myself and keep my emotions on the ground to don't fight against this situation. My entire will or my entire desire was to hit that guy or shoot him, but I had to be someone professional, and I got everything he said to me and put in the put on the paper, I don't know, boletim de ocorrência. So I put in the paper and send this to the judge. And was really, really, really bad. Feel those feelings and that leave that situation.
Yes, and it's already a job you are always alert, right? So you still need to face this, and this is definitely something I don't tolerate too. But it's hard, you know, all these violences are against minorities. It's hard to answer and to face this. I was sharing with some friends some weeks ago. I saw a girl here in São Paulo in the subway. The girl said, uh, "Leave leave the train and everything. Go back to Bahia. This is not your city." And I got like she was shouting. You know, I was like this. Should I say something? Should I do something to stop her? And I was really afraid. So I feel that sometimes my reaction is not to do anything, it's just to be scared, you know. So this is really, really hard to, but so I don't tolerate, but at some point I am afraid of the reaction, you know. So yeah, that's it. And you, Faye?
And I would say that it's prejudice too, because I think it does not make sense judge someone because of the color of her skin or because of some physic characteristics. So for me, it does not make sense. But it never happened in front of me, but I guess I would be like paralyzed because I'm afraid of the other person's reaction if I do something. As you said, I would not agree, but I guess I wouldn't say something about it, or
Yes.
that's
Or
it.
face, right? Oh gosh, it's really,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah. João, how about you? What is something you have low level of tolerance for?
I don't know. I'll pick up these these what you said about intolerance and discrimination, and yeah, I'll pick up this, but I sincerely I would do nothing. I've never presenciated this kind of situation, but I don't think I would react at all if I present something like this, because I I see that people are murdering nowadays for such futile situations, such futile reasons. Kind like we had two murders in here because of politics, and this is some kind, and it was very barbaric what happened. And so for me, I would not react as a self-preservation instinct. But if it is in a well-located space, if it is in a, like, I don't know, in a mall, for example, there are a lot of security. I maybe I would do something, but in like in a in a dark street or in the subway or something like this in the midnight, I but no, people are dying for very
For
low
nothing, right?
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you so much. I totally agree with you. Yeah, it's we need to be careful where we're going to react two things too, right? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and if the person that is committing the felony of discrimination is not around other supporters, because if you react and this person is around like a ton of people, yeah, you'd be very tragic
Yeah,
for you.
good point. Definitely good point, Joan. Thank you so much for bringing it. Well, I think we can just change the vibes a little bit and talk about something lighter. I felt it's a bit heavy here. Let's talk about something lighter now. So let's go to question number 10.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Let's just skip to number 10. Who is the most considerate person in your family and why do you think this? This was a new word for me, so I want to share with you. Considerate something attentive, someone who is attentive, who is careful, something like this. So Faye, can you share with us who is this person?
It's difficult. I thought about my dad, because he works a lot, but if I need some help, he will try to help me. And also for other people from my family, if we need some help and he's available to help, he will do that. So I would say my father.
Very good then. Okay, thank you so much. My father is the same. Yeah. I don't know if he's the most. Let's see. Uh, Haoni and you, who is the most considerate person in your family and why?
Um, the most considerate will be attention. I don't know.
Yes, attentive. Someone
Attention.
attentive.
Most considerate, maybe my father. Is he's not a big education when I young, but all the time with kids is all considerate and worrying all the time. He call me, "You're okay." So my mother is also, but my father is the big father.
Very good. A lot of considerate fathers. I think I would go with my mom and defend her somehow, but she's really caring and really attentive to everything. Yeah.
Maybe my mother is more sweet. Oh, my baby. Oh, my baby 35 years, but all the time, mother, I'm sick. Oh my gosh. Good. So maybe it's different. That's the way.
Yes, I agree with you. It's like you always be a baby.
Yeah.
Sure,
Like a baby.
that's true. Very good. Thank you so much. Carlos, how about you? Is it your father too? How is it in your family or someone else?
And people will judge this, or people will think this a little bit strange, but the most considerate person in my family is my mother-in-law. I had the best mother-in-law in the world. Usually I say my mother-in-law loves me more than my mother. She treats me very, very well. She is the kind of people who put put everyone, put the desire of other people above from her purple desire. And when she go travel, she always remember on their children's and their grandchildren, netas. I don't remember.
Granddaughters.
Granddaughters, yeah, she always remember buy something for her granddaughters, and even to me, she always brings something to me. I I see my mother-in-law every day, and there are sometimes I pass more than a week without see my real mother. And I'm not talking something bad about my mother, but she has a different personality, you know. She spent 1 or 2 weeks without seeing her daughters, her granddaughters, and for her, that's okay. She loves her granddaughters, but she isn't a very close person, you know. And when I start to know the family of my wife, that was something very different to me, to being treated that way and being very well. So for me, my mother-in-law it's the best person in my family for sure.
That's great, Carlos. It's pretty nice and it's totally okay. Like, nobody's gonna judge you here. This is the safest place ever. So it's pretty good that
No,
she treats you very well.
I only say this because people usually say bad things about
Bad things, yeah,
bad
always.
things about
I
mother-in-laws, but
I
I
hate this.
had
I hate this these jokes. Oh gosh, yes, I feel you. Very good. João, how about you? Is it your father or mother or mother-in-law if you have one? Who is it for you?
I would say it is my grandma and grandpa, because everyone in family, from cousin to, I don't know, uncle, I have them to lean on, to rely on. So both both of them are the most considerate person in our family, and financially and emotionally. Like, emotionally, it's more the scope of my grandmother, but also because my grandfather is from a epoch is from a aging that small talks wasn't a thing to do, so he's direct and straight to the point. Don't do small talks.
Oh,
Although
small talk.
he although he has been acting different the last time I was there, like he's attempting to do small talk and he's trying to. So, but both of them are the most considerate person in our family, and we have a lot of consideration from them for them.
Very good. I don't know if you like small talk, João, but I love small talk. I love talking to. I don't know. I don't like the silent, and I love like I don't know, just chit chatting. I feel comfortable. Yeah, very good, guys. We have time for the last one, so maybe we can go to number 6, and this can be the last one. Would you describe yourself as charitable? Why or why not? Carlos, I'm going to start with you. Are you a charitable person? This is a hard word to pronounce. Carlos? Oh, I think he froze, like right now, just when I called him. Okay, you're back. You're back.
okay.
You're back.
Can you hear me?
Oh, now I can, loud and clear.
All right, all right. Uh, I don't know how to pronounce this.
Charitable.
Shareable. I had to practice this after this class. I usually I like to think I'm do charity. Uh, Nowadays, it's more harder because how can I say, when you are in your car and you are on the traffic, usually people come to the window and ask for money. And in the past, I had a different kind of thinking. I always stand stand up. I don't know if it's correctly stand up the window and say no. But nowadays, I start to look to those people and stop to judging if they will spend the money with anything than food or something they need. This I don't know how to say this in English, but isn't my responsibility judging what they will do with the money. But usually, nowadays I like to help if possible. If someone come to my house, this happens very often. People come to my house, in front of my house, and ask for food or ask for money, and usually I try to help. So I think I'm charitable. I don't know how to pronounce this.
Yeah, that's it. Very good. Okay, let's hear from the other guys now. João, do you consider yourself charitable? Why or not? What about you?
Financially, I'm not a charitable person. I don't have the money to donate to afford, and but this year I have started to do a lot of volunteering in some social projects. So I would say this is a different kind of charity, but it is also charity because you don't, if you don't have the money, you can volunteer some of your time, because time is also money, but sometimes is what we have, what we got. So I I only have been able to have this, to donate some of my time to volunteering. So I would say that I'm a charitable person because of this. 2 years ago, it would be tougher to me to say it would be tougher to me to say that I'm a charitable person because I wasn't 2 years ago. But yeah, I'm trying to do a different to gain different perspectives and different volunteerings.
That's awesome. I was a volunteer 2 years ago. I was charitable. Nowadays, I'm not anymore. So I'm the opposite, Joe. I'm not donating my time and not donating money to, because I'm just at home and I don't see a lot of people very often. So yeah, nowadays I'm not. How about go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
Okay, this is a problem that I've seen like working charity, is that in Brazil we, like I'm saying I'm saying I included, like
Mm-hmm.
in Brazil we don't have a lot of charity. We don't volunteer a lot, and as you see in other countries that are developed, they volunteer a lot more and they have much more channels to volunteer. So it's kind of fun to think, because we are not a developed country and we need more volunteering, we need more charity, but we have way less than those countries that are developed. So in thesis don't need a lot of charity, but the people there do a lot more volunteering and a lot more charity. Maybe it's cultural, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we usually volunteer just by the end of the year, right? For good cause, like on Christmas or on, just at this time on holidays for our ego, like I helped someone and my ego was healed. So I usually see this movement, but yeah, that's it. That's what I think. How about you, Haoni? Are you charitable or not?
Uh, I should be more, but because I believe be charitable, not necessarily is about money, but about attention. So before the pandemic, I I was I was more charitable. So I remember when I participated, I'm voluntary in the project called Teto. I don't know. Yes, is a the I can't explain about the feeling, but it's an impression. As I have a privilege, so I build in the I don't it's a house, it's a house you would, so uh, it's very small it's a house, but the family is when one day the house is up so excited because there is a house. For them is a house, but I mean so sad because it's a total difference and whatever. So, but I very happy because I came a little, but a little about for me when I came back to my home. I in the project I stayed 3 days for the building the house without take a shower. Is a very difficult conditional, but I'm very happy. So when I come back to home, I take a shower. I think I I think in myself, oh my gosh, I need to how it's difficult to explain the feeling, but I cried because a total difference
Yeah.
in comparison. So my life and the main people's so
It's another perspective, right? That you didn't have, and you gave the chance of them to have like at least a roof to live, right? So it's really nice. Yeah, I have some friends who also volunteered at that, so it's really amazing. Well, I'm not gonna skip Fe, so I want to know from you, Fe, what do you think? Are you charitable or not?
Well, I try. I try. This year I started to help as a volunteer also. By teaching English for some students. Some Saturdays I help with this. And there are for students that doesn't have condition to pay for a course or something like that. And it has been a good experience. I'm enjoying.
Very good. Thank you so much. And my last volunteering job was also working as a teacher, and teaching English was really nice. It's really good to give to allow other people to have access to the language, right? It's really nice. Guys, that's it. Thank you so much for opening your hearts here. We had really tough questions, but you all were so sincere. I couldn't thank you enough. Here we have the link to the feedback. Please share with us what are your thoughts on this topic, on the meeting. You can suggest stuff too. Feel free to send your feedback here. Okay. I hope have a great night, and I hope to see you again next week and around TNT. Okay.
okay.
Bruna,
Go ahead.
can I talk with you
Of course you
in
can.
private?
Of course.
Please.
Bye-bye.
Of course. Okay. Bye, guys. Right now, Carlos.
Thank you, Bruna. Goodbye.
Bye. Have
Only
a great
5
night.
minutes.
Okay.
I want.
Okay. I'm going to start recording. Okay.